Someone who's made a life for themselves just off K Road is a dancer who uses salsa to connect with his Latin American roots.
My name is Giancarlo Masha. My dance school is located on 29 East Street in Newton. Salsa dancing for me, it changed my life completely. My father is Swedish, my mother is from Peru. My father was working for the Swedish embassy all over the world. My heart really is Swedish because although I was born in Peru, at the age of 6, I left South America. When I reached a certain age and people started asking me questions like, where are you from, you know, because I didn't look Swedish. I'm not blonde, I'm not blue-eyed. I started to realize that, oh my God, I actually don't really know where I'm from. I was born in Peru, yeah, sure. I'm not raised in the same way that my cousins and my other family members have been, but I look the way they do, but my mentality and the way I think and the way my traditions are completely different. When I was in Sweden, a friend of mine, he said, hey, why don't you come with me one day to this salsa club? Gosh, I was like, I didn't know anything about salsa. I've heard about it, sure. I knew my grandparents listened to it and my mom had spoken about it. But I went along and I remember just walking down these stairs and seeing the dance floor, this Latin music playing, and I was completely amazed on the dancing, especially the girls that were there. Was like, wow, oh my God, look at this, you know. 5, 6, 7. And that was the first step in what I would say is to reconnect with my culture that I had been really separated from for a long, long time. Salsa dancing for me was a hobby. My whole life I wanted to become a photojournalist. I went to Melbourne and I studied photography there for 3 years. And being a student, I obviously didn't have much money to work. People started asking me eventually, you should do some classes, you know, why don't you do that?
Time 5, 6, 7, 8.
And one Christmas, I remember in 2002, I was running the class in a Santa suit. And this girl walks in, she looked really hot, she had these white tight pants on her and everything.
He was wearing a Christmas suit, it's funny, all Santa'd up. I love it. You can see how a girl would find that attractive, right?
This was Masha, my now wife. Masha said, hey, why don't you come to New Zealand? We can try and do something here. And I thought to myself, well, why not?
My name is Masha. I grew up in Slovenia till I was about 15 and then moved to New Zealand. I was a rhythmic gymnast in Slovenia, but I did dance on the weekends as well. Dancing's always been a part of my life.
Masha and I have competed quite a lot, quite extensively all over the world.
We're going off to Sydney Latin Festival this weekend. It's probably one of the biggest events in the world.
When we attend these events or competitions, the people that are there are not just, this is people from all over the world. And obviously a lot of them are Latinos or have Latin culture in them the way I did. And it's, again, we have a Latin connection at these events outside of Latin America. It doesn't always have to be there. So it feels great to go to these festivals, to perform what takes months to actually put together and get it to perfection, and then show it off and put it up there, and you get the response, but it all finishes in 2 minutes. You just want to go around the curtain and come back and do it again. New Zealand has offered me huge opportunities here, and I do feel a lot of connection and thankful for everything that has happened to me here, because if I wasn't here and if I didn't make the choices that I have done today for being here and coming here, I wouldn't have all of this, and I probably wouldn't have the connection that I have to my Latin culture the way I do. It all may have started a bit somewhere else, but it culminated here in New Zealand.